play d1 to gain some liberties. So now he lives. Black d1? But if black d1's I e1, he plays I take a liberty. Okay, so I have 3 liberties. I play that there. Okay, you can't make 2 Y's, and then without G2, I don't think it works. Yeah, I think it doesn't work without G2. Anyway, we can go over later. Right now, for sure, I'm alive. I think. Am I not alive? That'd be silly if I did this and this is Gote. Now, what I'm reading is black d1, I e1. He plays c2, I play a3. He's down to 2 liberties, so he has to play a2. I play b1. He takes it a4. Then I play g2 to gain liberties, and I should win the capturing race. At worst, it's a ko. Oh, wait, then yeah. Yes. Yeah, definitely a lot of Aji, that's for sure. So I have to play again, really? Then I shouldn't have cut. Oh, mistake after mistake. What am I doing? I thought for sure I'd get Sente out of this. Yeah. I thought for sure I was going to get Sente. Oh, man. What a bummer. No, it'll be a ko if I take Sente, and this is too big of a ko. I mean, it's a big loss locally, but I can just come back in game. I'll be fine. So even if you make some points in the center and catch back up, I'm confident I can play the end game. Oh, you want to do that. But is this exchange Sente now? I think I can respond like this. Yeah, be careful wasting exchanges. You didn't need to do that. Just go and take your points in the center. It's your profit. Oh, you had Sente and it looks like you threw it away. Because you're already alive, so I don't care if you take 2 stones. As long as I'm fine, it's okay. Oh, you're going to do that, huh? So L8 is kind of an all or nothing move because it looks like you're going to try to kill me now. Because now I can just get into the center. But I don't think you can kill this. Uh-huh. So that doesn't cut me. That's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and make some eye shape here. Resign, yeah, totally. Should definitely resign. Resistance is futile. Yeah, he's pretty much going all or nothing. He's going to try to kill this group. Which means all I have to do is live, and that means I'm going to win, right? So I don't need to do anything fancy. I just need to live. Huh, how to live, how to live. Better yet, how to kill. What's he going to do to kill? Do that, that, that. I'm curious to see how he's going to kill me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo, doop-de-doo. Okay. So there's one eye. Yeah, this is kind of big. And I'm pretty much alive. Okay, now he goes for the center. Got it. So I just need to reduce. 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 Oh, look at all the center territory disappear. Oh, you're still going for the center. Okay. Well, the side is big. The side's bigger than the center. Alright, let's count. Let's count. 10, 12, 14, 16, let's say about 15 points down there. That makes it easy. 15, it's about 4, 5, 6. It's about 22, 23 or something. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 32, 33, and then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So about 34, 35, maybe 37, 38 points. White has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 on top. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22 on the bottom, so that's 44. 46, 48, 50. So white has about 50 points. 50 points. That's nice. So weaknesses. I need to find the weaknesses on the board. Well, G11's a nice reduction. Looks like I have a Yosei Tsuji at B15, but I'm not positive. Then, is there any weakness in the M16 area? L15 area? See, it doesn't look like I can cut anything. That's depressing. So M18's big in-game. S12 is also big in-game. Okay. Then M18 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 10 points. Let's say 8 or 9 points. S12. Yeah, good this isn't Blitz. I'm trying to talk out what I'm thinking so that way everyone can follow along. And it actually takes longer to talk than it does to read. Alright, so S12. Can't cut. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, maybe you can cut. Alright, then S11. You block. So if you get it, it's 4, about 5. If I get it, 4. Kind of 5, 6. So about a 12-point move. It's also kind of my base. Okay. So I just need to play a good in-game move. Good in-game move. That's at least one good in-game move. It's definite Sente. Definite Sente. Okay. I think the right side's the biggest now. So I'm going to go here. Uh-huh. Oh, you need time. Okay. Options. Add 5 minutes. There you go. Ooh, nice. That's a nice one. Okay, so if I don't play, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 7 points. It's Sente. That's big. It's like 14-point move. Alright. That was a nice one. It's a nice in-game move. Yeah, also kills Yaji. I was honestly looking at that to see if I could do something with it. That's another big one. Alright, so let's go ahead and get my Sente here. Get this forcing move. Push into this area. Oh! Oh, snap. This is definitely big. But I think it's Gote. Definitely Gote. T6 would have been better here. Oh, Nobi is okay. Well, okay. I think this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Right? I'll go here. Nice. Yep. Definitely center. Uh-huh. Very nice. Okay. This is big. Okay. Ooh, small. T17 is only about 4 points, so I can ignore it. Okay. Think like a Q, everything is Sente. No way. No way. The Q players are strong like that. Da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. Uh-huh. Go ahead and get this move. It's a point. Uh-huh. Um... What else is there? 4 points. Kind of 0 points there. 1, 2, 3. 3 points. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. This is big. No. Get off. No, I can go here. So 1, 2, 3 points, 4 points. Yep, there's that. Doop, doop. Huh, I missed that. But I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Two points. Go here. Triumphs. Actually, I used to hate the empty triangle, like everyone else. Jenny actually emphasized the empty triangles being bad shapes when I was a Q level player, like when I was double. So it got to the point where I almost never saw the empty triangles anymore. And then while I was in Korea, they would always find these like empty triangle shapes that would be more effective in certain areas, and I would just never see them because I trained myself not to look at empty triangles. However, they ended up teaching me that empty triangle is only bad when you're trying to make shape. It's not bad when it's doing what you want it to do. So it's just it's a bad shape when you're trying to make eye shape or you're trying to make a good shape on the side or something. It's just not really effective. It's bad for liberties. But if I'm just if it's end game or life and death where I have to play the empty triangle to live or play the empty triangle for more value, then if it's the move, then it's the move. And they kind of like push that into me. So I've been like kind of getting away from being scared to play the empty triangle. Like that's why I tried it on B10. I was trying to make it more effective. It turned out that one was a mistake, but live and learn. Ooh, nice, nice. Uh-huh. Uh-oh. Did you make a mistake? Uh-oh. I think you made a mistake. Methinks you made a mistake. And what am I doing in Korea? In Korea, I got a job at Baduk TV for their English Baduk TV channel. And I teach and I make videos for their English stuff. I make how to play Go videos or how to play Baduk in English. And I review some professional games with some pro players in English. So they're trying to get some more English viewers to increase their viewership. And I think they're also looking to start a Go TV channel in the States. It's in the planning stages right now. So Baduk TV is looking to start a Go TV in the States. So hopefully that'll come in the next couple years. But we're having some issues with that, so I'm hoping it'll take off. That's one of the issues. There's not a lot of people. Definitely one of the issues. It's not, but it wouldn't just be focused on the States. It would be focused on the entire West Coast. So you have to think of the entire English-speaking community. How big is the entire English-speaking Go community? So it include Europe, all of North America, and a few other places as well that I know Go is increasing. So it would include all of that. It's just the studio would probably be in the States. On Twitch, they said, is there any free Baduk TV stuff that you can check out? Okay, so the free stuff for Baduk TV is only going to be on YouTube. YouTube has some free Baduk TV stuff. The only there's a few English stuff with game reviews. I didn't do those. The stuff that I did that is free is like the first 3 of how to play Baduk in English. But I think everyone here knows how to play Baduk, and those aren't really good because this is my first few videos. I was still getting used to it. Aside from that, they have a lot of Korean videos showing professional players playing. They have a lot of those. So if you want to see some pro games with some commentary in Korean, they have that, but it's in Korean. So the free stuff is only on YouTube. If you want to subscribe, the subscription fee, I think, is not that much. The subscription fee is, I think, $6 or less, maybe $3 to $4. I don't know. It's not that much, and it's once a month. And you can watch the game reviews that I do with professional players. I think those are good. I'm really proud of those. And there's also other stuff in English as well that you can look at, but the majority of stuff is going to be in Korean because it is technically a Korean station. Now, I made a video on how to make use of that. So, for example, the way to make use of that is on the Baduk TV, they have something called the KB League, which is the Korean Baduk League. They make videos of those, and every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they play, or I think those are 3 days, they play KB League games. These games, the game records are posted online on the KB League website. So you can Google the KB League, and the site, they're posted the same day that they're played. So basically, you can look at the very next day, they'll have the games that was played the day before. Then the videos will also be on Baduk TV. So the videos will be in Korean. The way I think the Westerners can make use of this is if you're on Baduk TV, then you can get the game records and go over them yourself, review them yourself, see what questions you have, see if you can try to figure out what they're doing, try to understand the most you can, and then they watch the videos with the commentary, and the moves will make a lot more sense since you've already gone over it yourself, even if you can't understand what they're saying. How often do you do the game review videos with pros? We just started this. I just finished the 8 games of the Jubango with Lee Seido and Guli. We just did those. When I go back, they're probably going to have me do more. I'm not sure what yet. So how often is probably... my favorite pro is Jenny Shen because she's my teacher. That's just regardless. Famous pro, I think Guli is my favorite style. But I like Shuzaku more. But Shuzaku, I like studying Guli's games for learning stuff, but Shuzaku is my favorite type of player. Guli's similar, but he's still more aggressive than I like. So Shuzaku is my favorite type of player. I like his game records, but I don't like the Fuseki because it's hard to study their openings when the openings are changed so much lately. But Shuzaku, Guli, and Ginny, of course, is my first teacher, so she's always going to be my favorite. But those 3 are the ones I like: Guli, Shuzaku, and Ginny Shen. But yeah, the review videos with pros, they're not just me, so you don't have to worry about that. Other pros are doing them as well. So, their English is not, you can say it's not as good as mine, because I'm a native English speaker. They're not, so they're going to have some strong accents. But if you can deal with that, the content is pretty good. Cha Min Su? Cha Min Su? No. I don't know who that is. Jimmy Cha? Can't say I know who that is. Oh, Koreans are really good at poker. Or I know my teacher is. Yeah, the subscription on Baduk TV is pretty cheap. Anyway, alright, I need to play a move. I'm going to time out. Janice Kim. Yeah, she is ridiculous. How do you become a pro at 2 things? That's what I want to know. Becoming a professional player in 1 thing is hard enough, but 2 things. It's ridiculous. What do I play? She learned from Jimmy. Jimmy Cha. Yeah, I don't know who Jimmy Cha is. Okay, get this one for free. He has Baduk Pro on the side. I would like to be Baduk Pro on the side. That'd be nice. I would say, technically, I'm a Baduk professional teacher or instructor because I make a living from the videos and lessons. So that's pretty much my job, is to teach Baduk. So I could say I'm a professional instructor. Does Shigos have a real job? Well, okay, yeah. He definitely made a good money. So I think he also said he was a professional instructor. Yeah, I recall that. Because he can charge good money to teach because he knows he's been teaching for a lot of time. He has a lot of experience. Yeah. Being in Korea made me inspired about Go. Being in Korea has made me almost hate Go. The reason for this is they make me put in so much effort over there, and I constantly lose. So it's really hard to... I mean, of course I like Go as much as the next guy, but when you study it every single day, day in, day out, 5 days a week, and I kept getting in trouble because sometimes I would show up late to the school or something, or sometimes I would want to go out and see a movie on the weekend, and they would say I'm slacking off. And I'm studying this game like several hours, like 5 days a week, you gotta realize. So it's really, it comes down to, I like playing the game. Studying is really, really annoying. Because when you have to, the amount of hours you have to put into this to get to 9 Dan is ridiculous. To get to professional level is ridiculous. And the amount of time Asian professionals put into this game is so much. Like, that's why studying this game has actually made me respect any profession out there. Professional football players, professional baseball players, any of them. I respect them because of the amount of time and effort they had to put in to become a professional at what they do. Go, I will say I'm not confident I will ever be a professional. Maybe in 5 years, if I keep playing every single day, maybe in 5 years I can become an American professional. But I will never be an Asian level professional. Never. No matter how much I study, I will never be at the Asian level professional. And someone was saying how I can make money on Twitch by streaming and stuff. You can either be good at... I'm decent at Go, so I can do that, and maybe I can do something else. And I replied with, I have put in so much effort into Go, I have no intention to put that much effort into any other thing, because putting the amount of effort it takes to become strong at Go was so tiring that I don't want to put in this much effort into anything else. I just don't have the stamina to put in the amount of effort I put into this game into something else. To start completely over and try and become a really, really good player at something else which just require another 5 to 10 years of intensive training, and I just don't have the energy to do that. I mean, I'm just going to keep playing this and try and get as good as I can, keep teaching and stuff, and I think I have a lot that I can teach Q players. I mean, I don't think I'll ever be able to teach Dawn level players, but that's fine. I mean, the West consists mostly of Q players, so that means I can teach most of the Go community. And I'm satisfied with that. I can teach a lot of people, and I have a lot of good strategies and good methods that I've learned overseas from many teachers, DSON included. I have many ideas and methods to help people get stronger that I'm really proud of what I can teach and offer people. So I think it's good enough. I mean, of course, I'm going back to Korea. I'll probably stay for 6 more months. I'm not going to stay another year and a half like I thought because I need to come back and finish school. There's issues with that. So I'll probably still get a little bit more studying in. I'll constantly play this game. I'll never stop playing this game and teach and stuff. But I don't think I have to improve that much more because I'm almost at what I want to be at. That is a good question. I really, really want to go to Congress 2015. But there's 2 issues. One is I need to start getting back to school. So around that time, I will be heading back to the States and getting back into school. So it will depend on if I have everything paid off that I need paid off and I have money saved up. So when I get back to Korea, I'm actually going to ask my boss to work me a little bit more. So that way I can make extra money and start paying off bills. And if I get my bills paid off, I'll start saving up for that Congress. So it's quite a distinct possibility. I have every intention of trying to make that Congress. But if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out. But I am planning on it. I am planning to try and make that Congress. Someone on Twitch said, I've heard that even a problem in Korea, it's so competitive that skilled players are lost from the scene and can't go pro. I would like to, but I don't think I'm not popular enough among them to do that. They're not going to pay me they're not going to let me enter Congress for free. I mean, if I become good enough at teaching, they might one day, but I'm not a professional player. And the professional status is really annoying in the AGA because they only give benefits to the professionals with who are professional. They don't give benefit to amateur teachers. So we don't get any of that. So I doubt that. But I don't mind. I know Congress is hard to afford anyway, so I'll do what I can. Yeah, so back to the question on Twitch. They said even skilled players cannot become pro. This is completely true. One of the teachers in Biba, actually, are stronger than Andy Liu. Much stronger. And he is really, really good. And actually, you may know him, Kim Young-sam. He was a competitor in the European Go Congress. He went there. Hold on. Yeah, I'm fine. He was a competitor in the European Go Congress, and he almost won the entire thing. He lost to another European pro or something. I don't know. I forget. He lost to some pro. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the European pro. It was a pro that lived in Europe. I have no idea. Anyway, he is strong enough to beat some of the new Asian pros. He's really, really strong. But he can't go pro because he missed this chance. He couldn't pass the pro exam. He got too old. Didn't have the stamina to keep going and keep taking the in Seoul. Yeah, in Seoul. He's in Biba. He's actually one of the assistant instructors in Biba. He's a nice guy, really nice guy, and really strong. But he couldn't go pro. And Insong. No, that's a different guy. I thought you meant Seoul and just misspelled it or something. I don't know. But he's really strong, but he cannot go pro because, well, he just couldn't do it. He couldn't pull it off. But he's really, really strong. Like, he's stronger than almost everybody in the west side. In America, for sure. Imagine the strongest guy you can think of in America, and he's stronger than him. But he couldn't become an Asian pro. So yeah, a lot of people in Asia can't go pro even though they would like to. All right, are we done? I think we're done. I think we are done. Click this, click this. All right. Yeah, sure. Feel free to ask me any questions about Korea. I mean, I got to experience it, and I love sharing my stories about it, so yeah. All right, let's go over the game. Okay, so actually, this is... Whoop, not that. This is pretty much the Joseki. Or the Fuseki. Up to here, I think, is common. Yes, Q10 is quite important. Because without Q10, any move I play over here is a ladder breaker. You don't want to deal with the ladder breaker. That's why Q10. And it also defends the right side. So Q10 is quite big. Q10 fixes the Aji, makes the ladder go to the sides. Really easy. Yeah, it's a big move on the right side and also fixes the ladder, so it's quite big. And then white also got some other stuff, so it's fine. This is a common opening. This is Joseki, so I won't say anything about it. Just know that I hate that Joseki. And I ended up playing it over here. I hate that Joseki. I really don't like it. What else? Is something else I can do? What else can I do? I was considering doing this, but you're not surrounded, and the top side looks a little bit strange because of this. So I don't know. I don't know, but I don't like this Joseki. Just because black can come out here at any time. So I really don't like it. Alright, this one. Crosscut is not the move. This is the move. And then connect. Then choices. Either way, this is the common move. This, after white plays here, I don't see a good move for black. I don't think black has a move. Yeah, you can't play this. If you're going to live in the corner, you have to play like this. You have to get that Atari in. After white plays this Nobi, I don't see how you're going to live in the corner. And you died. Depressing. Alright, so this is quite a big move. That's a big move. I came in. That's another big move. You fix the Aji. That's what I mean. I don't like exchanging this because it looks too easy for white to live. Yeah. But that's why I don't like this shape, because the Aji is so annoying. But you can't let white live so easily. White has to be under more pressure than that. So what about this move? This move looks fine. Maybe. What I don't like is later. This is still possible. It's still possible. And if you go here, white comes out. I don't know what to tell you there. I don't know that Joseki well enough to be able to utilize it effectively. Mainly because I try to avoid that Joseki, because I really don't like it. But I don't know that Joseki well enough to be able to tell you. Alright, so yeah, this is a nice thing to remember, a leg sweep like this. And then you came out. So this is an interesting combination. But what I don't like is this move. Alright, so your M17 stone cannot die in one move. However, this move hurts the G16 stones, but the G16 stones are kind of cutting stones. So what about just going here? And how does white play? If you go here, if I go here, you can go here. And don't forget, you can connect at E18 at any time. Yeah, actually, I wasn't sure what to play if he played that. But here, oh. Don't worry about reading complicated stuff. Don't overread. Overreading. Okay, sorry, missed the question on Twitch. Are there a lot of Baduk salons in Korea, and did you visit any? Okay, so yes. There are quite a few, and there's also quite a few in Japan. I visited 2 in Korea and 2 in Japan. I didn't go to many because I was mostly studying, and you don't really need to leave the school because the people at the Go Salon are not as strong as the students that we get to play at the school. So yeah, 4 days isn't going to make you improve like majorly, but it's a good start. It's a good start. Keep it up. But yeah, so Baduk's salon experiences. The first salon I went to was quite amusing. The first time I went, it was fine. I thought I was going to have to pay. They didn't make me pay. I just played this old guy. He gave me stones, and I kind of destroyed them. So it was obviously too much handicap. He shouldn't have given me that much. And that was late at night, so I left and then came back like the next weekend. And when I went in, this Korean lady, there was a lot of people there. This Korean lady started talking to me in Korean, and I told her I wanted to play Baduk, and I kind of like showed her that I wanted to play Baduk and whatnot. And she laughed at me and pushed me out the door. And I honestly still have no idea why. So I didn't really go back to that one because I didn't like the fact that I got pushed out the door. And I'm wondering if it was like there was a tournament or something. There was some reason we couldn't play that day. I have absolutely no idea. She just said something in Korean, laughed, and pushed me out the door. And so I was like, okay, so I don't need to go there. The second salon, I actually have no idea. But the second salon I went to, they did speak English, and I went there a few times. And it turns out it was actually Kim Sung-rae's Go Salon. And I didn't realize this, and I was actually talking to Kim Sung-rae. He is the owner of Salon. I was talking to him, asking him if there's anyone I can play. And yeah, he's a really, really nice guy. I really like the guy. And he was saying, oh, there's no one here right now, but okay, I can play you a teaching game, and here's my business card. He gave me his business card. It said Kim Sung-rae. I was like, holy crap, you're Kim Sung-rae. I started bowing down to him. I was like, oh, thank you for giving me this game. Yeah. So I was really surprised. I got a teaching game with him, and then the next couple times he paired me up with people who were my level. He's a really nice guy, and he speaks pretty good English. So yeah, really cool guy. Nice Go Salon. And so that was really cool. The experiences in Tokyo, that was fun, but I'm kind of a little Go racist against Japanese players because they're a little weak for their level. I don't like saying that, but to be completely honest, it's a little bit true. Because while I was there, I did get to crash the Japanese Go camp, played a 3-dan, beat him kind of easily, and then I had a Japanese girl who's a friend of a friend showing me around, taking me on tourist sites, which was really cool. Got to see a lot of Tokyo. That was great. She showed me this Go Salon with this college group. Now, the college group was really good. They played me with some strong players. They're people who study it every day. They were great. This other Go Salon, though, when I went there to play these old guys, the old guys are quite intimidating if you're not used to it. They like to slam the stones down. They'll be overly aggressive, and it's annoying to play them if you're not used to scare tactics. So, unfortunately for that guy, I was used to it, and I played him 3 games in a row, each game decreasing handicap, or giving him more handicap, and each of the 3 games I won. It was quite easy, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. So what I have to say for Asian Ghostlons is if they're in some type of school or dojo, they're really strong. Not, and they're just playing casually, then they're going to be low Dan level or some Q level, but Qs are actually really hard to find. Mostly low Dan level. Maybe the 2Q through 2 Dan level on KGS is most common. Or if that's either most common or the most common that I played. But those are the Ghostlon experiences. That was a lot of fun in both Korea and Tokyo. Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Okay, so yeah, what is your rank in Korea? That is an interesting question. They don't really keep track of ranks per se, unless you're playing on Taijum. Taijum would be the rank that they mostly use. However, what they have is a system called the Hanbayan. The Hanbayan is a monthly placement tournament, kind of like a ladder tournament for Korean youth. To become a Yeongguseng, okay, let's take it step by step. So the Yeongguseng is the strongest kids in Korea. They have like 5 Yeongguseng groups. If you're in Yeongguseng Group 3, you're pretty much almost pro level. We got to play some Yeongguseng Group 3, 4, and 5 near our school, but Yeongguseng is the strongest youth in Korea. Below Yeongguseng is the strong players, and they're all competing with each other to become Yeongguseng. And then in Yeongguseng, you go up 5 levels. So there's 5 levels in Yeongguseng. Below that is strong players. Below that is Hanbayan. So Hanbayan Group 1 is the group below the strong players. I am in Hanbayan Group 5, but you can say I'm Hanbayan Group 4 level because I was 1 game away from qualifying. So my teacher said I'm pretty much Hanbayan Group 4. I just have to actually win the games to get there, but I can play the level of Hanbayan Group 4 kids. It's just a little hard to rank up because the games are 10 minutes, 30 seconds 5 times, and you play 5 games in 1 day. This is 1 Sunday a month, and you have to get into the top 8 out of 30 kids. So foreigners can be placed in any division with their level because they're only there for a certain amount of time. Korean youth have to work their way up from the bottom class, which is like group 8, 9, or 10. So yeah, so they have to work their way up. So you can say group 6. When I first went to Korea, I was in group 5. I lost all of my games and fell down to group 6. After the next month, I think we didn't play. We did play. I ranked back up to group 5. The next month after that, we didn't get to play. The month after that, I think was last month. The month before last, because I didn't play last month because I came home. I played, and I was 1 game away, and I had made a mistake in a game I was winning. And yeah, my friend told me that I should have beaten the kid and stuff. So I was really, really upset. It was a really nice position for me, and I could have won it. But I made a really stupid blunder and lost the game. And because of that, the kid went up to Group 4, and I didn't. So it was a really hard game for me to lose. However, you can say that I am like super close to getting Group 4. When I first went there, I lost all my games in Group 5. So that's pretty much the difference of when I first went there and when I came back, was about 2 groups, more or less. And you could say 2 groups is an entire rank for mid-dan. So when we say rank over there, we pretty much say what level we are in Hanbayan or what rank we are in Taijum. My Hanbayan is Group 4 or 5. I really want it to be Group 4 because I don't like saying that I'm still in Group 5, but it's the truth. I'm still in Group 5 because I lost that 1 game. But, so you can say the mid-dans, 7 dans would be Group 2. Group 1 would be 8 dans. Strong players would be 9 dans, and Yeongguseng are the best of 9 dans. So I'm in Group 5, technically. So I'm, let's see, 30 per group. So 30 in group 1. Okay, let's say from group 1, from 9 Dan, I'm 30, 60, 90, 120 kids. Around 120, 140 kids away from being 9 Dan. The kids are really, really good. And they study every single day, so it's not like I can try and get one up on them. No, you don't bet in the Hanbayan because you don't. Gambling in Korea is illegal. They just always do it. So gambling is illegal in Korea, but everyone does it. So it's really weird. But you can't publicly gamble, especially not at big events. And someone said, I heard they don't like to give away their ranks so they can gamble better. There is a place where they can do that. Well, I didn't get to go see it, but I heard about it. We were going to go one day, but we didn't. There's a park with a bunch of people who gamble. And sometimes they gamble per point. That was interesting, but I found out some fun fact. Professional players are not allowed to gamble on games, and they're not allowed to go to that park and play and gamble. Otherwise, they can lose their professional. They can be banned from professional tournaments if they get caught doing that. So the park is not. You're not allowed to be a professional player and go to that park. All right, yeah. So okay, so those are the stories. Oh yeah, the Divine Move was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool movie. Okay, so yeah, back to the game. Namcheong? Cheong. Sounds familiar. No, I don't know her personally, but I know the name. Alright, so we already went over that this move is a mistake. Okay, you made nice shape here. Hello. Nodding with him. Alright, the announcers, there's a few announcers, but they're all Korean and stuff, and I don't get to, if they don't speak English, I don't get to talk to them. Okay, so this move, I actually think this move, oh, she does? Maybe I've talked to her then. The big issue with me for names is, and faces actually, is over there I met so many people that I couldn't remember every one of them unless I met them multiple times. So if I met her, it was only 1 or 2 times, and it was for a brief period of time. But I met so many people that I only remember a handful. So yeah, I feel bad because most of them remembered me, and I think it's easy to remember a foreigner, but I couldn't remember them because I just was meeting just too many people at one time. Yeah, so here, this is fine. This is fine. I was worried that you were going to try to do some type of attack on me, because this is actually not completely alive. So what could you do? Yeah, black's over concentrated, so you want to push white in that direction. So I'm thinking it's something like this. And then just surround white. Yeah, white's kind of cramped. I was worried, but I was also thinking that I'm okay. I don't think black's going to get something major, so I was fine with playing on the bottom. This was an interesting idea. However, you played the wrong one. You need to play this one. There's the moyo you're looking for. And then if white plays like this, you can play like this. That's a center. Actually, can white do this? Oh, no, not that. Silly. Yeah, white can do that. Okay, so then black has to fix. With something. Here. And white's still not perfect. Actually, this should be good enough. This is, if you want the influence, this should be good enough. And I don't think it's a bad idea. Honestly, though, I think it's not enough because white can reduce it pretty easily. White still has moves like this. White has here. White can easily play any type of move here. The only issue I'm worried about is if you do this, I do this, that's fine. You do this, I do this. So it looks like I'm fine on the right. Anyway, if that happened, I would read it in the game. Is Ray Sean still live streaming? Yes, I am still live streaming. So yeah, this is the wrong one. So do this. Yeah, the top side's really hurting you. This, you already invested in the Moyo, so if you're going to do the Moyo, you need to do it. However, there's too many weaknesses. So when I see you play this move, to me, it says you gave up on the Moyo. Actually, this is a bad exchange for white. White should just go here. This is good enough for white. And that way I don't give you the 0-4 move. This was, not gonna lie, it's kind of a silly mistake. The reason I say this is you're giving me territory. So this is a bad exchange. If you want the end game here, this is the move. So make sure to avoid making kind of silly moves like this. Because this just gives your opponent points. It doesn't give you any good moves. Just play a big move. I mean, there's no reason to play that type of move. Just play here, big, or here. It's also nice. Just play a big move and slowly work your way back. But yeah, really bad exchange here. Here, you're going back to try and take the center, but remember, you played S4, so already I thought you were giving up on the center, but now you're trying to get it again. But I can just play this move, and there's no center. So no reason to play the center. And I just break into the center very easily, and now your stone's actually getting cut off, so I may be able to attack it later. So you're kind of making unnecessary exchanges. All right, so here you played a big move, I played a big move. This was an interesting move. You did play a lot of moves in the center. So now that you already have those stones, maybe it's okay. But you want to do stuff in Sente that doesn't give white free moves. So if you had kept developing the center, I would have gotten the N2 and you would have missed M3. So getting M3 and then white C9 is okay. And the reason I like this move is because it does develop your influence as well as playing on the line of mine. So this is actually reducing my influence as well. So this one's okay because it does a couple things. The other one at N9 doesn't do anything because of P10. So because of the exchange, it doesn't really get anything. This one is different because it stops my development and also increases your development. So it's this one's okay. I was just getting an exchange, and then, yeah, so big mistake on my part. Something like this is fine, and now there's no center. This is also possible. The reason I didn't like this move was I can do this, but if black gives it up, now the center's becoming an issue. Now it's becoming an issue. So that's why I didn't like this move. I did consider it. So Desan's move, this is a good move. I like this. It's pretty much the same idea I was doing over here, except black doesn't have a Sente follow-up that makes him super thick. So, how do you do against Richard? I lose to Richard because he is 7 Dan and I am not, and we don't really play handicap. So Richard, I lose against. All right, so yeah, since this is Sente, it's actually like White just played against Thickness. Okay. I tried to make this a little more effective, but I didn't realize this is Sente still. So it's actually, I should just connect. Just connect. Don't give Black more Sente moves. So yeah, this became a big issue. This, no need. Just play this. Now you've made it Miai. If I defend like this, you can actually break into the territory in Sente. Well, maybe not there. Just anything here. This will actually destroy the territory in Sente, rather than destroying the territory and giving me the Sente moves. After this, I thought I was completely fine. I thought I had a really good chance. Oh, and others were looking at D1. Because I have this, I don't think it works. And this is like a 3-step ko for Black. Or maybe a 2-step ko. I don't know. I never can count the steps. Capture? Then it's worse. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see. Okay, I didn't think about Black doing that. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, so then it does work. I didn't consider Black playing B1. Shows how much I can read. Okay, actually it's really silly of me not to consider B1. I don't know why I didn't consider this. I thought Black would just try to get a ko, and that's all he can ask for, but yeah, Richard entered as 3-dan at Congress, but he's like 7-dan. That's because he didn't know he could self-promote. And he went undefeated as 3-dan. So he's not 3-dan. He's like 7-dan AGA. And I'm only 4-dan AGA last I went. Yeah, you responded to this cut very effectively. Yeah, good thing you felt bad for me, huh? That was annoying. Okay, you went for the center. That's fine. That's fine. This move seems strange. I don't understand this move because it doesn't do anything. White can still come in. So if you want the center, this is the move. That would get the center. And now it's a different game. Now I think we're going to have to go to endgame on this one. Yeah. Here. So yeah, since we know this now, why would I have to play this way? Let's see how this works. So can you kill this? Yes, you can. All right. So you should have done that. That would have been a different game. Then I would have had like overplay out the yin yang. Oops. White made a blunder. I didn't even realize. That explains why I lost Sente. I mean, even losing Sente is good enough if I should have died. This is overplay. There's no way you can kill this group. It has too many ways to make shape. Just defend your territory, make it to endgame, and try and play good endgame. That's pretty much the only thing you have left. This is just, it's dreaming too big. Oh, I didn't know I lost a game at Congress. Interesting. This is quite a big move. It's nice to have that mentality, but too optimistic, you're going to miss your chance to make a comeback. So if you're overly optimistic on something that has like nearly 90% chance to fail, then there's no point. It's better to play the biggest moves and play the best you can and look for any tiny mistake to catch up 1 or 2 points at a time. I doubt your opponents are normally, well, maybe your opponents will, but it's really, really hard to get a one-move win. So you're going to have to catch up a few points here, a few points here, a few points here, and slowly catch back up. Remember, it's a points game, and I say White's ahead. However, White's only ahead by about, maybe 10 points, remember? And so if Black just comes back a couple points here, a couple points here, eventually those 10 points might diminish. I mean, it's going to be really hard. 10 points is quite a lot, especially if your opponent's stronger than you, but you have to try and aim for that. You can't aim. These all-or-nothing moves are insanely difficult, and you have to have really, really good reading in order to try something like that. And since I had M2 and G8, there was just not really any chance for you to do that. So after score estimator is never right. If you want to become strong, stop using it and start learning to count. After L8, Black G8. After L8, Black G8. After L8, Black G8. This doesn't change a lot because I still have an I here. I mean, it's better for sure. It's better than the game because me getting it is too good. Okay, then let's say you try to kill me this way. Well, then I can just do this. The I shape here is too good for White. If you try to take my I shape here, there's that, and then I have a lot of moves here. I think this would be really hard to kill. But that's just me. Killing's really hard. Living's actually pretty easy if you know what to look for. Killing's really, really hard. So to play an all-or-nothing killing move, when I have so many forcing moves, is kind of, it's too optimistic. Just defend your territory and try to come back in endgame. But after this, it's pretty much over. And yeah, you played some decent endgame. Missed a chance here to go here. Wasn't sure if I was going to Tanuki this or not. Anyway. Yeah, so not bad, not bad. It was pretty interesting. It was a lot of fun to play. Alright, does anyone have any questions? Anyone on KGS or on Twitch have any questions at all? How to practice endgame. Learning to count, for one. If you can count territory, you're halfway there. Then you have to figure out, even on the smallest moves, take the simple moves first and then get to the more complicated moves. Figure out, if I play this, what do I gain? And if my opponent plays this, what does he gain? And then that's how you figure out the value of the moves. Sente doubles the points. Gote is only that amount of points. And then if you have a follow-up, the follow-up is worth half that. So basically, with that in mind, practice counting the in-game moves in your own games, and when you review professional games, which you should be doing, when they play in-game, try to count all the in-game moves and see what order they play it in, and then you can figure out the best in-game from there. But get the ones that actually make it to in-game and don't get in some ridiculous fights. There's a few that do. And just practice counting that. Another way to practice, which I really like, is playing some 13 by 13 games. When you get to the end game, play your best, and then afterwards, after you finish, review it, and try and count the best possible path for both players on the 13 by 13 board. It's a lot easier to do on a 13 by 13 board than it is on a 19 by 19, and you get to end game very quickly. So practicing playing in game is good on a 13 by 13. Practicing studying the end game is count your own games and professional end games. After white K1, black J1, K1, J1. J1, white E1. Ah, yes, we didn't get to go over that. So, yeah, someone told me this, but I didn't do it in the game because I thought it was mean. Okay, so here, after I played K1, you have to go here. If white connects, you go here. If white takes, you're fine. Just connect. You told me to do exactly that when I was your paid student. Never did because super lazy. Haha. Well, that's not my fault. Okay, so when you play here, actually, I can just play this. I didn't realize you misplayed this area. I read it way back when, before I played K1, and saw that you could live easily. So when I played it, I honestly didn't even consider the fact that you had played it incorrectly. Because I had already read before. This is kind of a weakness of mine. If I read an area once and see a solution, then I kind of expect that solution to happen at other stages of the game. And if it doesn't, I may miss it because I feel like I've already read it, I already know what's supposed to happen. And then if you make a mistake, I might miss it because I've already read the area. And so I have to make sure that it played exactly the way I read it. Otherwise, yeah. So I actually missed the chance here to kill you. But you missed the chance to kill me. So in this corner, we were pretty nice to each other. Okay, which videos are yours on Bad Oak TV English? The ones with me in them. Pretty much all I can say. The only ones on YouTube are the ones for how to play Bad Oak, and I don't like those because they're my first few, and I was nervous, and you can see me stuttering and nervous-like, and I don't like watching them. But yeah, they're there, so if you want to watch me teach the rules, that's great. On Bad Oak TV, if you have the subscription, you can watch the ones where I went over some pro games with Deanna Kozagi. She's actually one of my teachers. And I also went over I also did a beginner life and death series, which has a lot of problems. I made like 25 videos for that. And each one has like 8 problems. So there's a lot of problems. But if you want to just speed through some life and death, some easy life and death problems, just watch a video, pause, solve them, go to the half the video, solve the other 4, go to the next video. You can get about 8 problems per video that you can solve in like 10 to 20 seconds. But yeah, mostly the videos that I do on there are for beginners, except for the Jubango series, which I really like. I think the Jubango series is really good, so watch that. And oh, if you're on the subscription site and you want to see the English, click on the VOD link. That's the video database. On the VOD link, click on the English tab. Those are all the English videos. I didn't understand that's what you meant, sorry. So yeah, once you're subscribed, you log in, you click on the VOD, which is like the video database. No, no. The Go Game Guru is with Baduk Movies. I do Baduk TV. These are two different people. Baduk Movies is a couple guys in Europe, nice guys. Cool. Met them at the Japanese Go Camp. They do some stuff which is really good. They have some really good material, but they're a different thing. They're Baduk Movies. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. Go Game Guru does not have the VOD. To go to baduktv.kr. Go to the main Baduk TV website, log in with your account. Okay, I honestly didn't know that because I don't go to Go Game Guru that often. But on the main Baduk site, under the VOD, you can see in the English tab, you can see all the English videos that they have made. Yeah, I didn't know Go Game Guru was making subtitles. That's really nice of them. It's great. Mula, which means I don't know. I work for them and I make videos for them. I'm not their advertising department, so I don't know everything about that. But yeah, hopefully you can find those. So yeah, I hope $20 a month? Wow, that's a lot. That's not just Baduk TV. That should be other stuff too. Okay, mini videos. Oh, that must pay. You're probably paying Go Game Guru employees or the Go Game Guru people to translate the videos, and the translations probably cost a lot. That's probably what it is. I'm not positive though, because I know Baduk TV doesn't cost that much. Okay. Okay, cool. I didn't realize that. Thank you, Disan. Alright, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to try and do this more while I'm on Christmas break. Making videos where I'm playing and teaching, and basically I'm trying to build up the Twitch channel so I can have a community that watches, and I will play people from the Twitch channel. So if you watch me on Twitch, follow me on Twitch, if you're in the community, I will likely offer teaching games to these people because I'm trying to help build the streaming community. So anyone on KGS can watch, but if you're watching the streaming community, they will get priority for teaching games. So follow me on Twitch if you're interested in that, and if you stream yourself, awesome. I mean, I'm trying to build a streaming community on Twitch. I know Justin does it, Batosai does it, and this other girl does it that I'm not familiar with her name, but I know she's getting popular, and a couple of other people. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you liked it, and thank you. I think Huskarif? Haley, that's it, Haley. Yeah, something like that. Haley is actually pretty good. Yeah, good to see you too, Disan. Yeah, glad to see you're on more often. I know I've been in Korea, but before I went to Korea, I know you weren't on so much. But every time I get on, you're on a lot teaching and stuff, and I like watching you teach. You're fun to watch. Lee Hajin? No, she's not Lee Hajin. Haley's like a Fordon, isn't she? No, Lee Hajin's too busy with Really? I'll have to do research on that. I thought for oh, maybe. I have no idea. But I thought Lee Hajin was too busy to play online with because she's doing the she's like a really high up person in the International Go Federation, I think, the IGF, or something like that. I know she's a really high person in the International Go stuff. She's doing a bunch of stuff, so I honestly thought she was too busy to be doing something like that. I'll have to look into it. Yeah, I'm not from... Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I've heard her name several times. That's why I know of her. And yeah, for anyone interested, Deeson's a really nice guy, and he's a good teacher. Just throwing that out there. Name shout. Yeah. Actually, Deeson was one of my first few teachers as well, with Jenny Shin, and I actually take a lot of, several teaching methods that I get from him. Quite a few, I think. Him and Shy Ghost, I got a lot of teaching skills, and Jenny, I got a lot of my merciless, don't play bad moves stuff. So if, like, for example, how I told you F18 is just a bad move, that would be Jenny rubbing off of me. She's a great teacher, but she's so hilarious to listen to because she will let you know that your moves are bad. Put it that way. She will let you know. Well, I think she just does it for me because I like it. I think some people she's a lot nicer to, and some she's pretty mean to. It's the ones who she's familiar with that I think she gets the sarcastic, beats you down emotionally stuff to get rid of your bad moves. Like a drill sergeant or something. But yeah, I really like her teaching. She's really funny, really great. Good teacher. But yeah, her, Deeson, Shy Ghost, and a few others. Like, sometimes, like Batosai, I like some of his ideas for what he teaches. Batosai is cool. Yeah. A lot of good people. Oh, for those interested, I don't know if you follow me on Facebook. On Facebook, I've just made... Okay, see you. On Facebook, I have just made some new t-shirt designs. So, check those out if you want to see some t-shirts, and let me know what you think. It's kind of in the beta stages stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed this. I hope you guys had fun. I did. I like teaching. I like playing. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye, everyone. And time to end the stream. Bye-bye, stream.